Yo, I'm back with another DJI Pocket 3 and Action 5 Pro comparison and making a cameo due to popular demand, the Action 4. Now, the video I made a couple days ago made quite a splash, so I thought it would be really cool to do a follow-up. Now, don't worry about the length of the video. There are chapter markers below for you. Anyways, hello again, my friends. It's kind of funny because I always name my videos with the date first. And it's funny because a couple days ago, I named my video 2024-0103. And I meant to put 2025. Man, it's hard to get used to a new year. Anyways, as always, I always put bonus footage at the end of the video. So I've got some footage from last night's video that I made. But I also went to the gym today. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to grab the Action 5 Pro and take you along with me. It's been a while since I did a gym video. So it's kind of cool because I noticed that the gym was a little bit busier. So hopefully the New Year's resolutions people will stick to oh my gosh. Hello again, my friends. It's funny because I always name my videos with the date first. So I literally put a couple days ago, I named my video 2024-0103. And it's so funny because I forgot that it's 2025. Anyway, I always enjoy putting some bonus footage at the end. So I do have some bonus footage that I made last night when I made this video. But I also went to the gym today. So I thought it would be kind of cool to grab the Action 5 Pro and take you along with me. And it was really cool to see the gym a little bit busier than normal. And hopefully the New Year's resolutions people will stick to their goals. And yeah, like the last video, I'll join you as we take a look at some more comparisons of the Pocket 3 and the Action 5 Pro. So without further ado, let's go, baby! Okay, so let's take a look at the first one. Now, I did go ahead and do a suggestion, and I'll mention this person here. I went with a -1 EV. So I went and did normal color profile, but I will mention on these two comparisons that I put 6400 ISO on the Action 4 and a 3200 ISO on that Pocket 3. I'm not sure why I did that, but I did want to note that difference. I do have it on normal color profile. And again, I do have the Action 5 on a gimbal. So, but don't worry, folks, I do have some footage without the gimbal on the Action series cameras. So yeah, let's take a look. The -1 EV. Now, unfortunately, I did bump up that ISO, but I feel like you can see a little bit better. I think the -1 EV is helping a bit. I wish I wouldn't have done 3200 ISO on the Pocket 3. But the normal color profile, yeah, it doesn't look too bad. The Pocket 3 is, it's kind of, doing the bokeh thing. But yeah, I feel like the -1 EV would have looked better with 1600 ISO. But here, the normal color profile, again, I don't necessarily like the normal color profile, but you can, again, see the signs good. I just wish I wouldn't have done 6400 ISO, but I did want to give you all some comparisons with those two. I think it's really important to take a look and see how those two cameras look with the -1 EV. Now, the next one I went ahead and did the D-Log M with the DJI LUT graded. And again, same settings on the ISO settings, but let's take a look and see here. Yeah, the Pocket is looking pretty good. I feel like that -1 EV is helping. Certainly the ISO didn't help it, but I feel like that was a great suggestion with that -1 EV. And then here on the Action 5, we do have the -1 EV, but we have it bumped up to 6400 ISO. But yeah, I feel like it looks pretty good. Oh, you know what? I'm going to turn that light on. All right. Yeah, let's take a look here. I feel like, of course, I think the D-Log M looks good on the face on the action, especially. Of course, the normal color profile will make your face look better when you're kind of doing like a selfie mode walking. But yeah, the D-Log M looks good on the Action 5. This actually isn't too bad, even though it's at 6400 ISO. Kind of liking it. It doesn't look bad at all, actually. Yeah, the Pocket 3 isn't really exposing well for the face, but the actions looks pretty good there. So with the Pocket 3, if it's nighttime, you may want to go with normal color profile, although I don't really like it that much, but yeah, you might want to. Here I've got the same settings, but I did HLG and I applied the DJI LUT and then I color graded it. So I know the DJI LUT generally is for the D-Log M, but I'm not well versed in the HLG, but it's got a cooler tone to the overall look, but it doesn't look bad on both of the Action 5 and the Pocket 3. I'm kind of liking it. I think it looks pretty good for the HLG. Again, I've mentioned in a previous video, I'm not that familiar with HLG, but yeah. I feel like it's like I said, it's got a cooler tone, but it seems to be exposing for the Pocket 3 not bad. Maybe that 3200 ISO ended up working okay, but yeah, it doesn't look bad. It's exposing better than the yeah, the Action 5 exposing the face here doesn't look good. My lips look a little bit red. My face looks a little muddy. Oh, here the Pocket 3 isn't exposing very well there. But yeah, I was thinking the HLG looked better than the D-Log M for a while there. All right, so now what I did is I did the two Action 5 cameras, but this time I brought the this one down to 3200 ISO instead of a 6400 ISO, and I felt like maybe that 3200 max ISO might look better than the 6400 max ISO, and I think it does. I feel like it's not blowing out the signs as much as the 6400 ISO, because I generally wanted to start with the 3200 ISO, but I ended up doing 6400 accidentally. But I feel like the 3200s is maybe the sweet spot for that, at least here in Korea with the brighter lights at nighttime. Here I went with a and I'm going to mention the people on the screen, the people who suggested it, but here is a no EIS and no electronic image stabilization, and then here is the example of EIS. And of course, this is applied with said gimbal, the Hohem iSteady 4. But I feel like you still need to incorporate the EIS, because I mean, look on the right side. You can kind of see, like right now on the no EIS, even though it's on a gimbal, it's kind of a little shaky. Not an EIS type of shaky, but you can tell that the gimbal is not perfect. But here with the gimbal and the EIS, I feel like that's kind of gives you best of both worlds. So, and here with the EIS on, you can do perfect motion blur without doing the quadruple. And for another person, they mentioned Action 4, and I'll mention your name here. I wanted to give a little bit of love to the Action 4. So I went ahead and did where I added the Action 4 and 5 together, and they do not have a gimbal. They're just on a selfie stick side by side. And again, you can kind of see the difference between the 4 and 5. Of course, I think the 5, it's pretty much understood that it's going to get you better dynamic range at nighttime. It's going to be a little bit better of a camera at night, but I mean, it's not like night and day, right? So I feel like the Action 5 Pro, I mean, it's better obviously than the Action 4, and but it's not horrible. So yeah, this is, bear in mind, this also no gimbal, but it also is the kind of the trick of doing quadruple shutter speed. So yeah, it doesn't look too bad here. I do have an interesting comparison coming up, but yeah, I think the Action 5 Pro, this is of course, this is without the gimbal. So don't worry. I understand most people are not going to have a gimbal. This is why I wanted to throw in this footage. But obviously you can see that the Action 5 does do better at exposing like your face at nighttime. So if you do want to use your action camera at night, the Action 5 will do better. Here I went and did the same thing, but instead of D-Log M, I did normal color profile. And here's the Action 5 Pro. Looking pretty good there, actually. And then for normal color profile, and then Action 4, look at that though. Yikes. It's a stark difference on normal color profile. I don't know what's going on here, but it's really not. It's almost like it's having a focusing issue. I mean, look at like how muddy everything is on the Action 4. It's almost like you need to take something and clean off the lens, but that's not the case. So yeah, you can definitely see on normal color profile a drastic difference. Like even look at like how blurry I am on the left side with the Action 4 versus the Action 5, where it's more crisp, it's more clear. Yeah, that's it's surprising actually. So I think for the Action 4 Pro, the Action 4, daytime is okay, but nighttime it definitely struggles a bit. You can still get footage out of it, but right there and then and there you can see that it's struggling. It does better on D-Log M for sure, but the normal color profile is definitely hurting there. Yeah, I feel like D-Log M exposes better, I think, than the Action. But here, let's the D-Log versus the normal. But here we go. Here is an example of both. So yeah, so if you look at the Action 4 on your left, both of them are pretty muddy. The Action 5, in terms of most crisp, the normal color profile for the Action 5 is doing really well. The D-Log M is not as, like, the signage is not as crisp, but it exposes face better. That's the thing. So the D-Log on the Action 5, no gimbal, exposes the face better, but then the Action 5 on normal color profile exposes everything else better in the background. So that's interesting. It's, I guess, like, depends on how you want to show off the environment at nighttime. Here I did the auto shutter speed to 1/100 to 1/8000 versus a quadruple shutter speed. So I wanted to kind of show you all, because that's another option you can do. Instead of just quadrupling the shutter speed, you can just put it on auto. But it looks like, just taking a look at my 32-inch screen here, both of them are struggling a little bit on the auto shutter speed, on normal color profile at least. Even the Action 5 Pro on the normal color profile on the auto shutter speed is not looking as clear as it did, I think, with the quadruple shutter speed. And mind you, this is also with no gimbal. But yeah, again, the Action 5 is just, at nighttime it's definitely better. But yeah, the increased auto shutter speed, of course, you're going to have like at least the max up to 3200 ISO to try to keep it a little bit more doable. But yeah, it doesn't look as good. The auto shutter speed on that setting. I think in the daytime it can do better on that, but yeah, that's just something I wanted to show you all with the auto shutter speed versus the quadruple shutter speed. So yeah, And here we've got the quadruple shutter speed versus the auto shutter speed, the Action 5 on the right, the Action 4 on the left. And this is where I think it's, especially with the Action 5 Pro, let's see if we can see any differences, subtle differences here. I feel like, of course, the Action 4 is not doing great, but yeah, I think I gotta hand the win to the 4x shutter D-Log M setting rather than the quadruple setting. But it's close, but I feel like still the 4 quadruple shutter speed on the D-Log M on the Action 5 Pro is a way to go over the auto shutter speed. You can see like even my face is a little bit, I don't know, brighter, has a little bit more color to it. But the auto shutter speed on the Action 4, it's exposing a little bit better than the quadruple shutter speed. Yeah, maybe it comes down to preference, but I think I would go with the quadruple shutter speed rather than the auto shutter. At least on the Action 5 Pro. But the... Okay, now the next one is the ISO range of the Pocket 3 and the DJI. This is the biggest difference, the DJI black mist filter, sorry. So the left side is my first example of the Pocket 3, and then the right side is the Pocket 3 with a 1600 ISO cap, but I put the black mist filter. You can kind of see the blooms on the signage. Here, this looks horrid. I have the ISO pumped up too high. I have the -1 EV, but the ISO pumped up too high to 3200. Definitely don't want to do 3200. But the black mist filter, depending on like what you are looking for, the kind of look, it kind of looks nice. Like, I just wish I would have done the other non-black mist filter at a 1600 cap instead of a 3200 cap. But, yeah, I kind of like that kind of dreamy look, kind of cinematic. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think, but great suggestion by one of my subscribers. This almost looks like normal color profile. I don't know if I messed up on that, but it doesn't look like D-Log M. I'm not sure what I did there. But I'm pretty sure I put D-Log M there, but it sure looks way too bright. Maybe that's just a 3200 ISO difference between the 1600, but ugh, yikes. It's almost like I have glamour mode on or something. But, I mean, it's exposing the face better, but. Yeah, it's snowing outside. I don't know how well you can see me, but I just wanted to, just walk around a little bit. I have a couple of things I wanted to share. Actually, let me take you over to this GS25. I had a subscriber that's a YouTuber, and he's from Russia, and he comments pretty often on my channel. So I went to check out his channel and really enjoyed the video that I saw. He was comparing the price of Red Bull in America versus Red Bull in Russia. So I thought it'd be cool to see what Red Bull costs in Korea. So let's try this out. Actually, I didn't see it in there. So yeah, how rude. Anyways, hopefully the shutter speed is keeping the micro jitters at bay. The -1 EV might be too much for this, so to be honest with you, I think it might be too much, but we'll see. I was reading the news again, and someone pushed a guy in the New York subway system, and he pushed him into the into the subway, and I guess the guy survived, but I was just thinking about the fact that I don't understand. I think every year there's a couple of fatalities in the New York subway system from people attacking others and pushing them. And it just made me wonder, like, why don't they build barriers like they do in South Korea? Yeah, and the subways in Seoul, it's so safe because we protect people from, you know, either suicides or drunkenness or just not paying attention or people pushing someone down into the subway. We have the barriers to protect them. I just don't understand why New York doesn't invest in that. It just doesn't make sense. Anyways, that was just my little I'm concerned corner why America doesn't change that. I'm gonna go here to the local CU, and I do want to check out and see if they do have a Red Bull here in this store. Okay, Red Bull is 2,400 won. Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, Red Bull is 2,400 won in Korea. Now, there is an issue in Korea where the Korean currency called won is suffering. So 2,400 Korean won to US dollar. Do you see that? $1.63. So one Red Bull for $1.63 US dollar. I think Korea might have won, but I'll have to double check. Shout out to my Russian friend and subscriber, and yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyways, I hope this video kind of clarified a couple of things for you all. I will probably be doing some voiceover in the main. I'll have done voiceover on the comparisons, but yo, it's been a while since I brought you to the gym. So for my camera folk, I'm doing 4K 30, 1/60, auto ISO from 100 to 3200, or actually 100 to 1600. And then -2 sharpness, -2 noise reduction, and rock steady wide angle. So yeah, today I am going to do lower body workout. So I think my most recent like gym footage was doing upper body. So today I'm going to do lower body. So I'm going to do deadlift, squats, calf raises, pull-ups, which isn't really lower body. It is a little bit of back, I guess back and lower body. And I'm going to do some shrugs and abs. But anyway, I thought it would be kind of cool to take you along with me and kind of show you just the importance of staying physically fit. I am no professional by any means, but right now I weighed 67.1 kilograms, which is like 148 pounds, and I'm doing 5 sets of 5 at 112.5 kilograms, or the equivalent of 248 pounds, something like that. So 5 sets of 5. I just decided to move up incrementally today. I'm moving up 2.5 kilograms, but I'm doing deadlifts right now. 5 sets of 5, and I think the most important thing when you lift is to never ego lift, and also make sure you have good form. So I'm going to record my form, and yeah, let me know if my form is good or not. I'm really trying to work on really good form. So let's do it. Okay, so I don't start off with straps, but eventually my grip goes weak on me. But I try to improve my grip strength. But we're going to do the first set, and hopefully, the music is really loud, and so hopefully I can noise reduction that. I am wearing knee pads for lifting, but I'm wearing them on my shins so I don't scrape my shins. And then when I do squats, I will put them up on my knees. But the important thing with deadlifting, you kind of alternate your wrist whenever you do your sets. But the important thing is to not look up and not look down. So kind of like forward a little bit. Okay, let's see how the form looks. I'm switching from this second set, I do this. So I don't have it on horizon balancing or rock steady. And I have it on wide. Yo, I just got done with my deadlifts. Actually, I looked at my history, and this is the most 112.5 kilograms of deadlifts, 5 sets of 5. This is the most I've done since I've been here in Korea. So that's, I guess that's something. But now it's time to do squats. Now, it's really important to record your workouts because that way you know where you're at, and it kind of gives you like a baseline and how you start improving. So squats, I always do a warm-up set of just air squats. Then I do a warm-up set of 10 air squats, 10 just the bar. So really make sure you warm up slowly before you go to the bigger weight. Let me do the warm-ups and then we'll do the squats. Okay, so now I'm an old man, so I wear these like what do you call it? It's kind of cold outside. It was like -2 degrees Celsius, so I'm wearing my thermals, and it's actually easier to put your knee pads on. But anyway, so I'm doing 90 kilograms. It's not that much, but what I've been focusing now, when I used to do squatting, I used to not do very good form. But now it's really important as I get older is to have as good a form as possible. So I'm going to do 5 sets of 5 at 90 kilograms. I'll try to move up if I can do 5 sets of 6. But yeah, let me know if my squats are good. Like I said, I'm an amateur. I don't know everything about working out, but let's try it. It's always important to use a squat rack and make sure that you have these protectors just in case you're not able to lift it so you don't hurt yourself. All right. Some people like to do like really wide, and some people like to flail their feet out. I try to do like shoulder length and keep my feet straight as much as possible. So, all right, so we'll just scoot back here a little bit and we'll do, I don't know, we'll try to shoot for 6, but let's see. Yeah, it's kind of heavy. I think I'll just stop there. This is gonna be my second set, and yeah, I think another really important thing is to have muscle-mind connection. So whatever muscle you're actually working out, really try to attach your mind to that muscle and focus on that. That way you stay uber focused on whatever muscle part you're actually trying to work out. And believe it or not, it actually helps a lot. Another really important thing is to make sure you breathe properly so that yeah, I mean, obviously breathing is important, but making sure that you breathe deep and not get too anxious. But let's do the second set. Okay. Yo, so I just got done doing 5 sets of 5 at 90 kilograms. And actually, I don't even know what 90 kilograms is in pounds, actually. Yeah, it's only 198 pounds. But I think the biggest important thing is just to make sure you do really good form. Like for example, today, I'm editing a video. I made a video last night. I've been editing all morning. I woke up at 5 a.m. It's now like 11 o'clock, 11:18. After I get done working out, I have to go back, finish out the edit. Hopefully at around 11 p.m. tonight, in about 12 hours, I'll be able to post the video. But today was a day I did not want to work out at all. I wanted to get my editing done because for some of you who have done editing on YouTube, you know, you kind of get like in this zone. And when you get in this zone, it's really hard to stop. But yeah, I forced myself. Came out here to work out. I'm glad I did. But yeah, for a lot of people who think it's easy for people who are already working out to go work out, it's not actually. It just takes a lot of like self-discipline and willpower. But okay, now what's my next workout? Let's see. I do shrugs and pull-ups next. So let's do it. Okay. I have it on ultra wide and no steady electronic image stabilization on. So I'm going to do some shoulder shrugs. Doing 80 kilograms. And then I'm going to do kind of like a pull-up, but it's like there's a bar right there. But I'm going to try to do like a half muscle up. Because I can't do a muscle up yet. And I can't do it because that bar is blocking me. But yeah, let's do this. I just started doing shoulder shrugs. Okay, and then we'll do the half muscle up. I've been talking to my wife about joining an actual gym, like a gymnastics gym. But I figure I might as well do it while I'm still able to. Well, I don't know if I can, but we'll see. But these are half muscle ups. Okay, so now I'm gonna do like a variation of a hanging leg raise. Yeah, I haven't really improved much on this one, but it kind of looks easy, but it's actually a little bit harder than you realize. My forearms are shot, so I'm gonna be using the wrist straps. Let's do it. All right, I don't know if I set up this properly for you to see. This bar is in the way, so I have to kind of move over to the left a little bit. And I wish I didn't have these bars in the way. It'd be nice if the ceilings were a little bit higher. But then again, this isn't a gymnastics gym, so I gotta understand that. All right, let's see how I do. Try to go down slow. Yeah, I'm done with that. Now I'll just do regular. I'll pick this. It looks easy, but trust me, it's pretty hard. Oh. I think I probably should have turned up the ISO a little bit. It's kind of dark, but I'm already committed to these settings. Anyway, this is my last workout. I just have just calves. So I'm using a super V squat machine. You can do squats on this, but I'm doing a variation of calf raises. So I do 5 sets of about 14 reps. I read somewhere where if you're going to do calf raises, you shouldn't stop at 10. You should do at least 14. So let's do it. So I'll raise this platform a little bit so I can get a better angle. And so just extend, hold. Yeah, so that's 5 sets of 14. It's good to get the calf defined, because I'm not naturally a heavy person, so I don't really naturally have big calves, but at least I have them defined. So I'm gonna finish these out and I'll see you at the end. I just got done. That workout took a while, but yeah, this was fun to take you guys along with me. I hope as the new year has just begun, this might inspire some of you to get out there, be healthy. It's just a little by little bit every day. You can do it. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much. Stay safe, travel on. God bless. Peace.